Good morning everyone. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs. For mobile optimized ebooks, you can install GK Today Academy app. For regular updates, you can join our Telegram channel. And we have started a new channel, Civils Academy. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. The link is given in the description box. Now, let's start. The Global Symposium India PV Edge 2020 is organized by which union ministry? So, this was organized by Ministry of New and Renewable Energy in collaboration with NITI Aayog and Invest India. PV stands for photovoltaic. So, it is related to the solar manufacturing. And this event was organized for promoting the new technologies in the field of solar manufacturing. Next question is, CORPAT is a military exercise between India and which country? So, it is a joint exercise between India and Bangladesh. Recently, two exercises were in news. First is the CORPAT, second is Bongo Sagar. So, both these are between India and Bangladesh. CORPAT is Coordinated Patrol. Now, this CORPAT and Bongo Sagar, that means such exercises were organized as a part of Sagar initiative. What is Sagar? It is security and growth for all in the region. Next question is, which fintech company launched its own mini app store? So this company is Paytm. It has launched its own mini app store. It is important to note that recently the app of Paytm was blocked by Google Play Store on the grounds of violation of policies. Recently, Paytm was also in news as Paytm First Games appointed Sachin Tendulkar as the brand ambassador. It is important to note that Paytm is a fintech company. Headquarters is in Noida in Uttar Pradesh. Next question is, the Election Commission has issued instructions for postal ballot facilities for elderly people above what age? So now, Election Commission has recently issued new instructions for postal ballot for those who are above 80 years of age and people with disabilities. Next question is, India along with which country has moved to WTO for waiver on agreements related to IPR, that is intellectual property rights in the context of COVID-19. So this country is South Africa. Now what exactly is the issue? See, because of the intellectual property rights, there are certain limitations on the medical products. That means not all countries can manufacture them because that would be a violation of intellectual property right of original creator. So many countries said that because of these intellectual property rights, this is creating a problem for providing affordable medical products to the COVID-19 patients. Therefore, these rights should be suspended to prevent COVID-19. So this country is South Africa, and India and South Africa have formally submitted a request to WTO for a waiver. Waiver means a temporary relief. Next question is, as per the recent statement from NABARD, which category of banks incurred a loss of over 2200 crores in this fiscal? So, RRB incurred a loss of 2200 crores. What is NABARD? It is National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. Now recently, NABARD was also in news as it started a sanitation literacy campaign in Karnataka. And this campaign was started under WASH initiative. What is WASH? It is Water, Sanitation and Hygiene. Next question is, who is the only Indian to feature in the Forbes list of the world's most influential CMO? That is Chief Marketing Officer. So he is Ravi Santram and he is the Chief Marketing Officer of HDFC Bank. Why he was in news? He was in news because he is the only Indian to feature in the Forbes list of world's most influential Chief Marketing Officer, and he was behind the various campaigns of HDFC Bank. Next question is, the South Pacific Territory of New Caledonia has rejected independence from which country? So this country is France. That means South Caledonia rejected independence from France. It is a special collectivity of France and it is in Southwest Pacific Ocean. See, this is the geographical location of New Caledonia and it is east of Australia and it is a territory in South Pacific Ocean. Recently, it rejected independence from France. That means it will remain with France as per the recent referendum. Next question is, India has provided around 3,000 vials of remdesivir to which country? So this country is Myanmar. So Indian Army Chief General M.M. Narwane, that is Manoj Mukund Narwane, Foreign Secretary Harshvardhan Shringla handed over 3,000 vials of remdesivir to Myanmar. She is the State Councillor of Myanmar, Aung San Suu Kyi. Now, recently Myanmar was also in news because of Sittwe port, and it is in Rakhine state of Myanmar. Next question is, the 2020 Nobel Prize for Physiology or Medicine has been awarded for the work on which virus? So this has been awarded for work in the field of hepatitis C virus, and it has been given to 3 personalities. These are Harvey J. Elter, Michael Houghton, and Charles M. Rice. So this was related to Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. Next question is, which company became the second Indian firm to attain market capitalization of 10 lakh crore? So this is TCS, that is Tata Consultancy Services, and it became the second Indian firm after Reliance to attain this achievement. Next question is, what is the theme of 66th Wildlife Week celebrated during the first week of October? So the theme was ROAR, that is Roar and Revive, means exploring human-animal relationships. On the occasion of this, the Environment Minister also presented Prani Mitra Award. Now for the wildlife protection, we have Wildlife Institute of India, and it is under Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. The headquarters is in Dehradun. Which city was the venue of meeting of foreign ministers of Quad countries? So this meeting held in Tokyo. Tokyo is in Japan. Now, what is this Quad? Quad is Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, and 4 countries are the part of this dialogue: India, Japan, Australia, USA. The centre has released 20,000 crore rupees as compensation to the states related to which tax? So it is GST, that is Goods and Service Tax, and recently centre released 20,000 crores as compensation cess. What is Param Siddhi AI, which was in news recently? So it is supercomputer, and CDAC is set to commission India's largest HPC AI supercomputer, and it is Param Siddhi AI. Which fintech company is to organize a dedicated app developers conference? So this organization is Paytm, as recently Paytm launched its new mini app store, and to attract indigenous, that means Indian app developers, it is going to organize a dedicated app developers conference. Which forest is said to be in a risk of changing from forest to savanna as per the recent study? So it is Amazon rainforest, and because of the extreme environmental conditions, it is on the verge of changing from forest to savanna. The rainfall in Amazon is very low, and up to 40% of the forest is at the risk of savanna-like conditions. Now what is savanna? It is the area where trees are very less, and therefore even biodiversity is limited. Which technology company is to set up a Center of Excellence for Artificial Intelligence with GEM? What is GEM? It is Government E-Marketplace. So this is IBM. IBM is going to set up the Center of Excellence for Artificial Intelligence with Government E-Marketplace. Now this GEM is similar to Amazon online shopping. So for government departments, if they have to purchase something, they can purchase through this GEM. This is their online shopping platform. Which technology company has renamed its business software package as Workspace? So this was done by Google, and it has recently announced Google Workspace, and this package include email and document editing. Previously it was known as G Suite. The parent company of Google is Alphabet. Which institution is to launch an e-learning hub for villagers under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan? So this is IIM Kozhikode, and it is set to launch an e-learning hub and library for villagers in Mavur, and this has been done under this UBA, that is Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. Now this Unnat Bharat Abhiyan is an initiative of MHRD, that is Ministry of Human Resource Development. Now it has been renamed as Ministry of Education. the unit of which technology company has launched National Qualifier Test for the IT students and professionals. So this has been announced by TCS, that is Tata Consultancy Services, and it has announced this National Qualifier Test. So this will be a common gateway test for several corporate firms for their fresher recruitment program. India is to hold a digital conference on innovation in the field of solar energy, along with which country? So India and Israel are going to hold this digital conference, and this is a conference about innovation in the field of solar energy. Now, Israel was also in news because of Operation Breathing Space, which state government has launched a Digital Seva Setu program. So this is an initiative by Gujarat government, and the objective is to provide services to the citizens at panchayat level so that they do not need to visit district or taluka headquarters for government related work. That means all the services will be provided at panchayat level itself under this initiative, that is Digital Seva Setu. The National Mission for Clean Ganga has launched a campaign related to which animal along with Wildlife Institute of India. So this is a campaign related to dolphin, and the campaign is My Ganga, My Dolphin. This has been started by WII, that is Wildlife Institute of India. The headquarters is in Dehradun. IFFCO, that is Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative Limited, has partnered with which organization to promote new agricultural technology? So it has partnered with Prasar Bharati. IFFCO has partnered with Prasar Bharati to promote new agricultural technology and innovations. And now, as per this agreement, DD Kisan will broadcast various innovative techniques which can be adopted in the field of agriculture. Dinesh Kumar Khara has been appointed as the chairperson of which public sector bank? So he has been appointed as the chairperson of SBI, and Khara will replace Rajneesh Kumar. Which state government launched the Kisan Rath mobile app to promote buyer-seller network? So this is related to Assam, and the Chief Minister of Assam, Sarbanand Sonowal, launched this initiative to facilitate the timely sale of agricultural products. And this app, that is Kisan Rath mobile app, has been designed and maintained by NIC, that is National Informatics Center. The 12th BRICS Summit, which is scheduled to be held in November, was originally supposed to be held in which city? So for this year, Russia is the president of BRICS and St. Petersburg was the host of this 12th Summit of BRICS. BRICS is Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. And the theme of this meeting is going to be BRICS Partnership for Global Stability, Shared Security and Innovative Growth. As per WTO, that is World Trade Organization, what is the growth of world merchandise trade in 2020? So it is expected to fall by 9.2% in 2020. And this is as per the revised trade forecast by WTO. WTO is World Trade Organization, which institution has estimated that over 150 million people are likely to be in extreme poverty by 2021. So this is a projection by World Bank that 150 million people are likely to be in extreme poverty because of this coronavirus pandemic. Which financial institution has issued guidelines for product labeling in mutual funds? So these guidelines have been issued by SEBI, that is Securities and Exchange Board of India. The 2020 Nobel Prize in Chemistry has been awarded to the scientist for which field of chemistry? So the 2020 Nobel Prize in Chemistry was given to two scientists for the development of a method for genome editing, that is named as CRISPR-Cas9. So this is a genetic Caesar method. Like through Caesar we cut something. Similarly, with the help of this CRISPR-Cas9 method, we can cut the genome sequence. Now this 2020 Nobel Prize in Chemistry has been given to two. One is Emmanuel Charpentier and second one is Jennifer Doudna. The USA is to set up the Foreign Commercial Service Office in which Asian country? So this Asian country is Bangladesh. So to boost economic ties with Bangladesh, USA is going to set up this Foreign Commercial Service Office in Bangladesh in Dhaka. Which Indian company has partnered with Ericsson to deploy 5G radio and transport solutions? So this company is Airtel. Airtel was also in news because of AGR, that is Adjusted Gross Revenue. The Union Cabinet has approved a memorandum of understanding with which country for the exchange of knowledge and technology on cybersecurity. So this is Japan. Recently, Japan was also in news because of Quad meeting. So this was second Quad meeting and this held in Tokyo. Tokyo is the capital of Japan. What is the name of COVID-19 awareness campaign launched by Prime Minister ahead of festive seasons? So the name of this campaign is Jan Andolan for COVID-19 appropriate behavior. So this is a campaign to spread awareness that we should wear masks and we should maintain social distancing. Who has been appointed as next ambassador of India to Kingdom of Netherlands? So Mr. P.K. Rawat has been appointed as India's next ambassador to Netherlands. He is an IFS officer. Recently, IFS Day was celebrated on 9th of October. IFS is Indian Foreign Service. As per the report from FIS, which country has recorded the 41 million per day real-time financial transactions? So this country is India. Recently, a report was released in this context, and as per that report, our regular real-time financial transactions are more than 40 million per day. In which state India's first advanced manufacturing hub is to be established? So this will be set up in Tamil Nadu, and this will be set up in collaboration with WEF, that is World Economic Forum. So this AMHUB, that is Advanced Manufacturing Hub, will be set up in Tamil Nadu, and this is going to be first such hub, and for this World Economic Forum is going to provide the support. As per the recent statement from Reserve Bank of India, finance companies cannot be set up with foreign direct investment from which country? So this country is Mauritius. So recently RBI announced that finance companies cannot be set up with FDI from Mauritius or from any other area which do not follow the guidelines by FATF. What is FATF? It is Financial Action Task Force. Which Indian business person has entered the top 10 of Forbes India Rich List for the first time? So Cyrus Poonawalla is the new entry. This list has been topped by Mukesh Ambani. Reserve Bank of India has extended the interest subvention on MSME loans till which date? So it has been extended till 31st of March 2021. What is the meaning of interest subvention? That means a discount on interest rate. Which Indian state has inaugurated its largest greenfield oxygen plant commissioned by Inox Air Products? So this state is Uttar Pradesh, and this is the largest greenfield oxygen plant, and it has been commissioned by Inox Air Products, and this is in Modinagar in Ghaziabad. SARDP-NE is implemented by which union ministry? So this is a project related to Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. What is the full form of SARDP-NE? It stands for Special Accelerated Road Development Program. So it is a Special Accelerated Road Development Program in Northeast, and this is an initiative by Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. Which development bank has approved to finance Delhi Meerut Rapid Rail and Mumbai Metro Rail Service? So this is BRICS Bank. It is also known as New Development Bank. Actually, New Development Bank is the formal name. Ramvilas Paswan entered a Guinness record for winning a parliamentary election with highest margin from which constituency? So this constituency is Hajipur. Recently, Mr. Paswan passed away, and he was the founder of Lok Janshakti Party, that is LJP. Gyan Circle Venture is a technology business incubator of which Indian institution? So recently, Mr. Ramesh Nishank virtually inaugurated this Gyan Circle Ventures, and it is a TBI, that is Technology Business Incubator of Indian Institute of Information Technology in Sri City, and this is in Andhra Pradesh. As per the recent announcement of RBI, which service is to be made available round the clock from December 2020. So this is RTGS. Now what is RTGS? It is real-time gross settlement, which is the biggest economy to join COVAX Global COVID-19 Vaccine Alliance as on 10th of October 2020. So this is China. Recently, China decided to join this COVAX. So far, USA and Russia have stayed out of this COVAX initiative. As per the RBI's announcement, what is the quantum of funds to be provided to the banks under on-tap TLTRO? So the amount is rupee 1 trillion. And recently, RBI announced that it is going to provide funding to the banks, and this total amount is going to be approximately 1 trillion under this TLTRO. The Prime Minister launched the distribution of property cards under which scheme? So this is a Swamitav scheme. Swamitav stands for Survey of Villages and Mapping with Improvised Technology in Village Areas scheme. Indian Navy has cancelled the contract with which company regarding naval offshore patrol vessels? So this company is Reliance Naval and Engineering. Why Indian Navy cancelled this contract? Because of delay in the delivery, this contract was cancelled. Who is the head of expert group formed by the Labour Ministry to assess the employment situation in the country? So this group will be headed by S.P. Mukherjee. Recently, Labour Ministry announced that Labour Bureau is going to evaluate the employment situation in the country. This Labour Bureau is under Labour Ministry. Which European country has shared the details of bank accounts with India as a part of AEOI Pact? What is AEOI? It is Automatic Exchange of Information. This means both countries will automatically exchange information with each other, and this information will be related to taxation and financial details. So recently, India received this information from Switzerland under this AEOI Pact. So this is second such set of information. First such set of information was received in 2019 in September. Central Mine Planning and Design Institute is a subsidiary of which PSU? So it is a subsidiary of Coal India. Why it was in news? Because recently this Central Mine Planning and Design Institute developed a website, and this website has been developed for those who are involved in the research and development in the coal sector. Which country has released a new version of its passport to differentiate from China? So this country is Taiwan, and recently it released a new version of its passport which contains the highlighted print of English word for Taiwan. The e-invoicing will be available to the taxpayers up to what limit of turnover from January 2021? So the limit is 100 crores, and recently it was notified that e-invoicing will be available to the taxpayers having turnover more than 100 crores a year. Which country has commenced anti-submarine drills in South China Sea? So this country is Japan. The capital of Japan is Tokyo. Recently, Tokyo was in news because of Quad meeting. Quad is Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, and the second meeting of Quad held in Tokyo in Japan. And 4 countries are the members of Quad: Japan, India, Australia and USA. India donated over 1.8 million N95 masks to Philadelphia city. The question is, it is located in which country? So it is a city in USA, and to be specific, it is a city in Pennsylvania state of USA, and these masks have been donated to tackle the COVID-19. Which special day related to biodiversity is celebrated on the second Saturday of May and October? So this is World Migratory Bird Day, and it is celebrated on the second Saturday of May and October. And this year it was celebrated on 10th of October. The theme was Birds Connect Our World. Which technology company has partnered with AICTE to train students in new age technologies? So this company is Microsoft. Microsoft has partnered with AICTE. Now what is AICTE? It is All India Council for technical education. Which state has become the first to have high-tech classrooms in its public schools? So this state is Kerala, and this is the first state in our country to have high-tech classrooms in its public schools. TAEF, which recently partnered with National Maritime Foundation, is a think tank based in which country? So it is associated to Taiwan, and TAEF stands for Taiwan Asia Exchange Foundation. What is the amount of interest-free festival advance granted by the union government to the employees to stimulate demand? So the scenario is that because of coronavirus, there is a slowdown in the economy. Now, to provide more money in people's hand, the idea is to give a boost to the demand, and therefore union government decided to provide 10,000 rupees advance to its employees, and this money will be interest-free festival advance. Which country's cabinet has approved the law to include death penalty as the highest punishment for rape cases? So this country is our neighbor Bangladesh. Rashtriya Kamdhenu Ayog has been constituted under which union ministry? So this is under Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. Now the objective of this Rashtriya Kamdhenu Ayog is to promote animal husbandry through modern methods and to preserve and improve the breed of cattle. And on the occasion of this Diwali festival, this Rashtriya Kamdhenu Ayog has started a campaign, and the campaign is Kamdhenu Deepavali Abhiyan. What is the name of initiative launched by TriFed and IIT Kanpur and Chhattisgarh MFP Federation? So the name of this initiative is Tech for Tribals. So three major partners are TriFed, IIT Kanpur and Chhattisgarh MFP Federation. This is a Tech for Tribal initiative, and this has been launched. That means this Tech for Tribal initiative has been launched under Entrepreneurship Skill Development Initiative. Prime Minister released the biography of which personality titled De Vichava Karani. That means dedicate your life for Nobel cause. So this is the autobiography of Dr. Bala Saheb Vikhe Patil. He had served as a member of parliament for 7 times, and he was a well-known social reformer. The founders of which Indian company topped the IIFL Wealth Hurun India 40 and under self-made rich list of 2020. So there are multiple factors in this ranking. First, it is a ranking of self-made entrepreneurs whose wealth is minimum 1000 crore rupees, who are below 40 years of age and who are from India. So the founders of Zerodha has topped this IIFL indexing. Now the founders are Nitin Kamath and Nikhil Kamath. Which technology major has partnered with IIIT Hyderabad, Public Health Foundation of India and with Telangana government for an Artificial Intelligence Research Center? So Intel has partnered with Telangana government and IIIT Hyderabad for this AI Research Center, and this center will be set up in Telangana. Which company has launched the indigenous variety of calcium nitrate and boronated calcium nitrate? So this is important because this has been done by Gujarat State Fertilizers and Chemical India. Now why it is so important? Because these two chemicals are being manufactured for the first time in our country. So far we have imported these chemicals. Which state has proposed for a plantation drive in Uttar Pradesh to clear its backlog for compensatory afforestation? So this state is Uttarakhand, and it has decided to conduct a plantation drive in Bundelkhand region of Uttar Pradesh and in some areas of Rajasthan. Recently, European Union has proposed to impose sanctions against officials of which country? Right answer is Russia. So recently, European Union has proposed sanctions on officials of Russia in the context of poisoning of Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny. It is important to note that he was given a nerve agent which led to his death, and the name of that nerve agent is Novichok. So these were the most important questions. Now we are going to cover important news. Feel free to skip it if you do not like the format. So MPC was in news. MPC is Monetary Policy Committee. It is a committee of 6 members, out of which 3 are appointed by government and 3 are from RBI. Recently, these 3 were appointed by the government. And for the appointment, there was a search cum selection committee. And this committee was headed by Tarun Bajaj, that is by the Economic Affairs Secretary. So 3 personalities were selected for this, and these 3 are Ashima Goel, Jayant R. Verma and Shashank Bide. So these 3 were selected to be the member of Monetary Policy Committee, and they will have tenure of 4 years. Now please remember that the members which are appointed by the government are not eligible for reappointment. That means these members cannot be reappointed in this Monetary Policy Committee. They will have tenure of 4 years. This Monetary Policy Committee is headed by RBI Governor. Next is Shyamji Krishna Verma. So recently he was in news as Prime Minister paid tribute to Shyamji Krishna Verma on his birth anniversary. So he was a well-known freedom fighter and he had set up India House in London. Next is Najib Tarakai. So he was a cricketer from Afghanistan and he passed away recently. Apart from him, recently Vishal Anand passed away. He was a Bollywood actor. In addition to him, Anil Devgan passed away. He was Bollywood director. Apart from him, Justice A.S. Dave passed away. Justice A.S. Dave was the acting Chief Justice of Gujarat High Court. Next is Sofia Vergara. So as per the Forbes list, she is the highest paid actress in the world. So in the category of actress, she is the highest paid. In the category of male actors, Dwayne Johnson is the highest paid. From Indian side, only Akshay Kumar was mentioned in this list. Next is related to Chhattisgarh. So Chhattisgarh was in news because of 2 events. First is Corona Intensive Community Survey. So Chhattisgarh started this campaign for preventing the coronavirus transmission. Chhattisgarh was also in news as it became the first state to legally challenge the new farms laws. So Chhattisgarh challenged these new laws in the Supreme Court on the grounds that they violate the state subject. State subject means, as per Chhattisgarh government, state government is entitled to make laws on this. Central government do not have powers in this context. Next is Indian Sign Language Research and Training Center. So recently this training center was in news as it signed an agreement with NCERT. Why this agreement was signed? To convert the NCERT books into Indian Sign Language. Next is related to Quad. So 4 countries are the members of Quad: India, USA, Japan and Australia. Recently the Quad meeting was organized in Tokyo. And from Indian side, our External Affairs Minister participated in this event. So this was second Quad meeting. First Quad meeting was organized in 2019. And during this meeting, discussions were organized on FOIP. What is FOIP? It is Free and Open Indo-Pacific. Next is Australian Women's Cricket Team. So recently, they achieved a new milestone as they equaled a world record for most consecutive one-day international matches victories. The record is in the name of Australian Men's Cricket Team and it is a record of 21 consecutive wins. Now, Australian Women's Cricket Team also achieved this milestone. That means they won 21 ODI matches consecutively. Next is Pick My Cloth. So this is a platform, e-commerce platform which has been developed by the IIT Warangal and it has been launched for viewers so that they can sell their products directly to the customers. Vigrant. So recently, offshore patrol vessel was launched and it was inaugurated in Indian Coast Guard. It is 7th offshore patrol vessel and it has been built by Larsen & Toubro. And in 2015, Defense Ministry gave contract to Larsen & Toubro for the construction of 7 offshore patrol vessel. So this was the 7th. A term 23 yards. It is a new product line which has been launched by Ravi Shastri. Ravi Shastri is the coach of Indian Men's Cricket Team and this is a product line of male grooming and hygiene products. Name of the brand is 23 yards. Next is related to a joint venture. So Titan decided to exit from a joint venture with Montblanc. Montblanc is a German brand. Next is Uday Shankar. So recently Uday Shankar decided to step down as the president of Walt Disney and as chairman of Star and Disney India, and it will be effective from 31st of December. Next is Zircon hypersonic missile. So recently Russia successfully test fired the Zircon hypersonic cruise missile in the Arctic region. Next is Sabah al-Khalid al-Sabah. So the Kuwait government headed by Prime Minister Sabah al-Khalid al-Sabah submitted its resignation, and this was done in the context of upcoming general elections in Kuwait. Next is Axis Bank Vistara. So Axis Bank has partnered with Vistara to launch a co-branded Forex card. So this is going to be first of its kind collaboration where a bank and an Indian airline collaborated for a co-branded Forex card. Next is J. Venkatramu. So recently J. Venkatramu was appointed as MD and CEO of IPPB, that is India Post Payment Bank. Next is M. Rajeshwar Rao. So recently M. Rajeshwar Rao was appointed as RBI Deputy Governor. Next is related to Sarla Puruskar. So noted Odia poet Nityanand Nayak will receive Sarla Puruskar this time. Next is related to PM Swanidhi. So this scheme was in use because of various points. First, it is a scheme by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. It is a scheme for street vendors. SIDBI is going to be the implementing authority. Madhya Pradesh is the top state in terms of implementation of the scheme. Recently, it partnered with Swiggy. Swiggy is a online food delivery platform. Now, it was also in use because of API integration. What is API? It is Application Programming Interface. So recently, there was API integration between this PM Swanidhi portal and e-Mudra portal of SBI. Next is MSME Prerna. So this is an initiative which was recently announced by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. It is for MSME sector. The idea is to provide mentorship for the MSME sectors, and it is a program by Indian Bank to mentor the business in the field of MSME. Next is brand and logo for Indian cotton. So recently, Union Textile Minister Samriti Irani launched the first ever brand and logo for the Indian cotton, and this was done on the occasion of 2nd World Cotton Day. So the World Cotton Day was celebrated on 7th of October. For the first time it was celebrated in 2019. This is second occasion on which it was celebrated. So on this occasion, new brand and logo for this Indian cotton was announced. And now India's premium cotton will be known as Kasturi Cotton. Now in this context, please read about Cotton 4 Group. Next is Startup India Showcase. So DPIIT, that is Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, launched this online discovery platform for startups, and it is Startup India Showcase. This DPIIT is under Commerce Ministry. Next is Ramvilas Paswan. So Union Minister Ramvilas Paswan passed away. He was associated to LJP, that is Lok Janshakti Party. Apart from him, ex-CBI Director Ashwini Kumar also passed away. Next is first state to cap prices of masks. So recently Maharashtra became the first state to cap the price of masks as well as the price of sanitizers. Recently Maharashtra was also in news as the first music college of Maharashtra will be named after Dinanath Mangeshkar. Next is Phoenix settlement. So it is in South Africa, and to be specific, it is in Durban. Recently it was in news because South African government declared the Phoenix settlement in Durban as a national heritage site on the occasion of birth anniversary of Gandhiji. This Phoenix settlement is a place where Gandhiji started his experiments with Satyagraha, and he printed his newspaper, and it was Indian Opinion. Next is animal bridges. So to avoid the human-animal conflict and to ensure the safe passage of animals, India will set animal overpass, and these will be set up on Delhi-Mumbai Expressway, and these will be set up on the lines of Netherlands. So on this Delhi-Mumbai Expressway, 5 such animal overpass will be set up. The infographics in this context are already uploaded on Telegram channel. You can check it from there. Next is Dishtavo. So this is an initiative by Goa government, and this is a e-learning platform launched by Goa government, and this platform contains more than 20,000 recorded lectures for candidates of higher education. So This is initiative related to Goa government. This is related to higher education. Loan against securities. So recently ICICI Bank introduced a debit card facility for customers so that they can use this facility of loan against securities, Rudram 1. So this is anti-radiation missile, and this has been developed by DRDO, that is Defense Research and Development Organization. Recently DRDO successfully test fired this Rudram, and it is India's anti-radiation missile. Next is related to Ola. So the Bengaluru based cab aggregator company was in news because London's Public Transport Authority decided to ban Ola on the grounds of violation in the passenger safety norms. Ola is an Indian company, headquarters is in Bengaluru. It is a cab aggregator. Next is related to equalization levy. So this was introduced in 2016, and this was introduced to impose tax on the digital transactions. Recently it was in news because government had imposed 2% tax on the sale of goods and delivery of services through non-resident e-commerce operator. So because of that, Google had paid additional equalization levy on the digital transactions, and that is why it was in news. Next is Stockholm Convention. So it was in news because Environment Ministry decided to ban 7 chemicals. So please read about Stockholm Convention, Minamata Convention and Basel Convention. Next is bamboo rice or mulayari. So bamboo rice is also known as mulayari, and recently Tripura launched bamboo rice, and these are protein rich rice. Next is related to RTGS system. So RTGS stands for real time gross settlement. So recently RBI announced that now from December 2020 the RTGS facility will be available 24/7. That means you can do RTGS anytime. Right now there are time restrictions. The good thing about RTGS is that there is no payment cap. That means there is no upper limit for payment transfer. Of course, there is a minimum limit for this kind of transaction, and it is 2 lakh. That means for RTGS you need to transfer at least 2 lakhs. So it is for large value transactions. Next is non-invasive band-aids. So IISc Bengaluru has developed a non-invasive band-aids with magnet nanofibers. So these can treat skin cancer. Next is tree transplantation policy. So this policy is related to Delhi government. Delhi government was also in news because of C Codes initiative. So the C Codes initiative was started to provide coding skills to the girls in school, and this was launched by Delhi government. Similarly, this tree transplantation policy is also related to Delhi government, under which 80% of the trees which were uprooted for any construction or for any developmental project, now they will be transplanted somewhere else. Now suppose for this project you uprooted 100 trees. So 80% of these trees, minimum 80%, will be transplanted somewhere else. And the transplantation agency will get their payment only if 80% of the transplanted trees survive. That means you uprooted the trees from here, you are going to transplant all these trees to some new location, and if at least 80% survived, then only payment will be given to the transplantation agency. Next is Hindustan Times Codathon. So this was organized by the Delhi government in association with Hindustan Times to train the students in coding. Next is COVAX facility. So recently it was in news as China formally joined this COVAX alliance. So this is alliance of WHO, CEPI and Gavi. Next is Jewar Airport. So recently Uttar Pradesh government has signed an agreement with Zurich International Airport for design, building and operating the Jewar Airport for 40 years. This Jewar Airport is going to be in Uttar Pradesh, and this will be developed as PPP, that is public-private partnership, and it will be functional in 2024. Next is related to Center of Excellence. So recently Meghalaya government has entered in a partnership with Israel to establish a Center of Excellence on high-value vegetables. So this has been done to improve the livelihood of people, and this is going to be a Center of Excellence for high-value vegetables. Next is online train ticket bookings. So recently Amazon has partnered with IRCTC to provide the facility of reservation on train tickets, and this facility will be available on Amazon. Next is Nilesh Shah. So recently Nilesh Shah has been re-elected as the chairperson of AMFI, that is Association of Mutual Funds in India. Recently SEBI released guidelines for the mutual funds. Next is third bi-monthly monetary policy by RBI. So this monetary policy is decided by Monetary Policy Committee. It is a 6-member committee. 3 are from RBI, 3 are by government. Recently these 3 were appointed. The tenure is of 4 years and these government appointed members are not eligible for reappointment. That means after 4 years they can never be reappointed as member of Monetary Policy Committee. So as per the latest Monetary Policy Committee, repo is 4%, reverse repo is 3.35%. Repo and reverse repo are part of LAF, that is Liquidity Adjustment Facility. On the other hand, MSF, that is Marginal Standing Facility, and bank rate are 4.25%. World Post Day. So this was on 9th of October. Apart from that, 9th of October was also celebrated as IFS Day, that is Indian Foreign Service Day. Mukhyamantri Saur Swarojgar Yojana. SOAR stands for solar. So this is a scheme which has been launched by Uttarakhand government. So the objective of this scheme is to promote self-employment, and how this self-employment opportunity will be generated. This will be generated because of green energy. The idea is to produce more and more green energy, that means energy through green ways, and that way it will help in employment generation. Next is Sagar Kavach. So this is a security exercise. Recently it was organized by Indian Navy and Indian Coast Guard. Next is KK Usha. So Justice KK Usha passed away recently, and she was the first woman Chief Justice of Kerala High Court. Next is Goa. So recently Goa was in news because of Har Ghar Jal initiative. So recently Goa became the first state in our country to provide tap water connections to the every household in rural areas. Next is Crucible. So recently Amazon ended the development of its video game Crucible. So this Crucible is a video game and it is related to Amazon. Recently Amazon decided to end this project. Next is Bashar al-Khasavenko. So recently Jordan King Abdullah II appointed Bashar al-Khasavenko as a new Prime Minister of country. Next is Swanirbhar Nari. So this is a scheme by Assam government, and this is a scheme for the empowerment of economically disadvantaged and vulnerable women of the state. This is a scheme by state government of Assam. Next is World Mental Health Day. So this is on 10th of October. Theme was mental health for all. And on this World Mental Health Day, Thawarchand Gehlot inaugurated a conference, and it is Mental Health Looking Beyond COVID-19. Now apart from this Mental Health Day, World Migratory Bird Day was also celebrated on 10th of October. Actually it is on 2 days. One is 10th of October and one is 9th of May. And the theme of this Migratory Bird Day was Birds Connect Our World. Apart from that, 9th of October was World Egg Day. 9th of October was also celebrated as IFS Day, and 9th of October was also celebrated as World Post Day. On the other hand, 10th of October, that is one day after World Post Day, we celebrate National Postal Day. And this week from 9th to 15th of October is celebrated as National Postal Week. On the other hand, 11th of October is celebrated as International Girl Child Day. So it is International Girl Child Day. On the other hand, National Girl Child Day is on 24th of January. And the theme of this year's International Girl Child Day was My Voice, Our Equal Future. Girls Take Over program. So this was in news because of Finland. Actually, 11th of October was celebrated as International Day of Girl Child. So on this occasion, Paavo Murto assumed the post of Finland Prime Minister for 1 day. Actually, she assumed the post of Finland Prime Minister on 7th of October, but this was done in the backdrop of this International Day of Girl Child. And this was done as a part of Girls Take Over program. Next is Jagananna Vidya Kanuka scheme. So, as the name suggests, it is a scheme related to Andhra Pradesh, and it is a scheme to distribute school kits among the poor children. So the state government will distribute school kits to the kids of poor family. Now recently, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister was also in news because of corruption issues in the context of judiciary. So please read that matter, that why the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh wrote a letter to the Chief Justice of India regarding corruption in judiciary. And what is this entire issue? Next is blue flag tag. So recently, 8 beaches of India got blue flag tag. The list of these 8 beaches is already uploaded on Telegram. You can check it from there. In exam, they may ask you that which beach is associated to which state. So please go through that list. Next is Indian economy. So as per a study by Lancet, Indian economy will be the 3rd largest economy by 2050. So we will be 3rd largest economy after USA and China. So by 2050, we will be 3rd largest. And by 2030, we will be 4th largest. That means we will be behind USA, China and Japan. And in 2050, we will overtake Japan as well. So this is based on a study by Lancet. Next is Razorpay. So recently, Razorpay joined the Unicorn Club, as Razorpay raised 100 million of funding, and it has received this funding from Sequoia and Singapore Sovereign Wealth Fund GIC. So this GIC is a sovereign wealth fund of Singapore. Now Razorpay became the 5th fintech company to achieve this unicorn status. Next is Nobel Prize in Economic Sciences. So it was given to Paul R. Milgrom and Robert B. Wilson. Now a PDF of all the Nobel Prizes is already uploaded on Telegram channel. Please check it from there. Next is Mission Lantana. So this is a special drive or special initiative to uproot the Lantana bushes in Sajjangarh Wildlife Sanctuary in Rajasthan. So this Lantana is invasive species, and to uproot such species in Sajjangarh Wildlife Sanctuary in Rajasthan, this Mission Lantana was launched. Next is Eiffel Grand Prix. So Lewis Hamilton won this 2020 Eiffel Grand Prix. Next is French Open 2020. So in men's single category, it was won by Rafael Nadal. In women's single category, it was won by Iga Swiatek. And C is from Poland. Nadal is from Spain. Next is SO2 emission. So recently, Greenpeace India and CREA, that is Center for Research on Energy and Clean Air, these two released a report, and on the basis of that report, India is on top position in terms of SO2 emission. India is top emitter of sulfur dioxide since last 5 years. But this time, we recorded a significant decline in SO2 emission, even though we are on top position. Next is World Arthritis Day. So it is on 12th of October, and the National Arthritis Awareness Month is May. That is, in May, we spread awareness about arthritis, and for that, awareness campaigns are launched. Next is Bhaga River. So recently, Barsi Bridge was launched, and this bridge is India's longest steel bridge, and this is on Manali-Leh Highway. So this is India's longest steel bridge on Manali-Leh Highway, and this is Barsi Bridge, and this Barsi Bridge is over Bhaga River. Overall, it is the 2nd longest bridge in our country. The longest bridge is Colonel Chewang Rinchen Setu, and this is on Shoyak River. Please remember, it is India's longest steel bridge. But when we talk about overall category of longest bridges in our country, then this one is longest, and this is on Shoyak River. Next is Bhai Taru Singh. So recently, Prime Minister paid tribute to Bhai Taru Singh on his 300th birth anniversary. Apart from that, few other personalities were in news because of their birth or death anniversaries. So recently, Prime Minister released a special 100 rupees coin on the 100th birth anniversary of Vijayaraje Scindia, and she was a founding ruler of BJP. So she is associated to politics, and On the occasion of her 100th birth anniversary, Prime Minister launched 100 rupees coin. Apart from that, recently Prime Minister paid tribute to J.P. Narayan and to Nanaji Deshmukh. So Nanaji Deshmukh was a social activist and J.P. Narayan was a well-known freedom fighter. Next is Chetan Anand. So recently, Chetan Anand was named as the brand ambassador for Transform. So Chetan Anand is associated to badminton and he has been named as the brand ambassador of this badminton brand Transform. PepsiCo. So PepsiCo is going to set up its potato chip production unit in Uttar Pradesh in Koshi, Mathura, and it will be an investment of 814 crore rupees. So obviously it is going to be a huge investment, and this will be in Uttar Pradesh. This will be done by PepsiCo for a potato chip production unit. Next is Charlie Murray. So Charlie Murray was associated to Olympics as he was 400 hurdles champion in Olympics and he passed away recently. Apart from him, recently Gujarati singer Kamudi Munshi passed away, and the singer was popularly known as Nightingale of Gujarat. Next is United Nations Human Rights Council. So recently this council was in news because Pakistan has been re-elected as the member of this United Nations Human Rights Council. Apart from Pakistan, Russia and Cuba were also elected for this council. Next is Suraksha Kavach. So recently Maharashtra Police along with Indian Army organized this exercise Suraksha Kavach, and it is anti-terror exercise. Next is aggregate exposure limit for small businesses. So recently RBI increased the aggregate exposure limit for small businesses. Previously this limit was 5 crore rupees. Now it has been increased to 7.5 crore rupees. It is important to note that it is for small businesses. Next is commitment to reducing inequality. So this is a index which was released recently, and this was released by Oxfam. It is non-governmental organization, and as per this index, Norway is on top position. On the other hand, India is on 129th position, and as per this index, India has spent only 4% of its money on health, and therefore India is one of the lowest spender in the world in terms of expenditure on health. Next is Chilka Lake. Recently Chilka Lake was in news because Fishing Cat has been named as the ambassador of Chilka Lake. Apart from that, few years ago, West Bengal government officially declared Fishing Cat as the state animal. Next is Human Cost of Disasters from 2000 to 2019. So this is a report which has been released by UNDRR, that is United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction. So as per this report, Asia has suffered the highest number of disasters, and then America, and then Africa. Next is impact based cyclone warning system. So this has been launched by IMD, that is India Meteorological Department. It is under Ministry of Earth Sciences and it was established in 1875. Next is 14th of October. So it is celebrated as World Standards Day or International Standards Day, and the theme was protecting the planet with standards. Next is enhanced follow-up list. So this is related to FATF, that is Financial Action Task Force. Recently Pakistan was put into this enhanced follow-up list. Previously Pakistan was in a regular follow-up list of FATF. Recently Asia Pacific group of FATF has kept Pakistan in this enhanced follow-up list. Next is World Economic Outlook. So this has been released by IMF. As per IMF, Indian economy will contract by 10.3% this time, and next year it will grow by 8.8%. So this time it will be contraction, next time it will be growth. Next is ACE credit card. So recently Axis Bank collaborated with Google Pay to launch these ACE credit card. Apart from that, recently Amazon Pay has partnered with Uber for digital payments in our country. Next is 33% quota for women. So recently Punjab government approved 33% quota for women for direct recruitment in state civil services. So these were the most important events. Thank you.